Hey babe, would you like to get some goats with me? Start a little farm, no need for alarm. Get some chickens and horses, little lambs of courses.
I'm Christy Chevelle, and this is Shy Valley Farm Studio and Garden, and we're in Fall Branch, Tennessee. We started our nursery in 2001, and we were in Greene County, Tennessee, and we relocated to this part of the world in about 2005. This was actually my grandfather's farm. He bought it when he was still in high school. There was a widow who lived here, and he bought the farm from her and let her continue to live here until she passed away. Our farm focuses on growing and propagating native plants of this area. Our focus is definitely natives that we've collected seed and cuttings from locally, but we also grow a wide variety of natives that are not necessarily from right here, but from close by. Appalachian habitat is being lost at an alarming rate. Even open spaces, you know, every time I drive down a road, I see that a farm has been divided into smaller properties. And a lot of times what the new homeowners do is they mow the whole place, or they'll do some plantings of non-native plants, sort of exotic plants, if you will. And many of those are problematic for the ecosystem in that they displace native plant communities, and they just don't offer the same benefits that a native plant would. So yeah, we're trying to show people that there is another way that you can landscape, and that is, you know, by using natives. It doesn't make your landscape. A lot of people have this misconception that native plants are going to look wild and, you know, unkempt, but you can have a very traditional, a landscape that's very traditional in its appearance, but it, you know, can be fully stocked with natives that provide, you know, multi-season interest and a real modern appearance to the landscape. So yeah, I'd tell people this a lot. When we first started our nursery, of course there were people that were interested in natives, and it was my experience that I wanted to have natives, but I couldn't find them anywhere, and or not many anyway. But even though there was some interest there, it was very difficult to sell certain native plants, like goldenrod, for instance. We had a problem selling. I bet we couldn't sell more than 5 or 6 goldenrod per year, and now we sell 5 or 6 species. You know, we usually sell out of those every year. Our region is actually a center for biodiversity in the whole world for goldenrod. And so having people come out and say and realize, oh, there's short ones, and there's ones suited for shade, and there's ones with, you know, this wider shape, and there's ones with this different color. I think that really blows people's minds that there's so much to it. Mountain mint was another one that we were talking about, where that was actually the perennial plant of the year this year. But there's about 10 species of mountain mint, and they're all useful in certain niches in the landscape. So that's kind of our mission, is to offer these plants, you know, put them out there for people to see and kind of learn what they can do in their own landscape. So first and foremost, we're a retail native plant nursery. We're open in the spring and we're open in the fall, and we have, you know, regular hours that we post during those times of the year. And also in the spring and the fall, we do a few landscape jobs. We meet with the homeowners and do consultation and see if it's a good fit. Sometimes we meet with homeowners just to do the consultation, and we're just advising them on, you know, where they could place trees and what plants would work for them and how to solve problems in their landscapes. And sometimes we go in with the idea that, yes, we're going to do a landscape. We're on social media, Instagram and Facebook at Shy Valley Farm. And then our website is shyvalleyfarm.com. We have a newsletter. We put out a weekly newsletter, and that's something you can sign up for on the website. So I love to see those spores or those seeds or those cuttings grow into a plant that then we place in a landscape, and 5 years later it still looks amazing. And people really, when they see what a native landscape is like, what a habitat landscape is like, they really get hooked on it.